Hello and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. We need to search for Iris von Everec on the upper floor of the manor. And these two ominous figures told us we can unlock this door.
I'm afraid.
Whoa! Okay, Iris. It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be fine. Being afraid is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh.
What the hell? Gotta be careful.
Yeah, careful about sums it up nicely. Yeah. Oh. Broken stairs, so we do have to go here. Chronicles of Redania, Kovir and Kovas. I'm not really sold on the... But let's try the torch. Okay, yeah, torch is much better. Iris's sketchbook.
What the hell was that?
You hear the subtle breathing? Not so subtle breathing.
Thief!
Thief? We're no thief. No. We're here to help.
Tidy, and everything's clean, ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table.
Trying to listen in on all these like little bits and pieces we get from sounds. That's a nice portrait of
Olgierd,
Olgierd.
I've never known him. A different man then.
He doesn't look that much different than from what you know him, Geralt.
Someone out to stop me.
My heart! Oh my god, no matter how many times I play through this DLC, it gets me every single time.
Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way.
They look so happy though.
Fire damage. Interesting.
Isn't that like hierarch camouflage? This is all rubbled up. Oh, okay. And these are the stairs that are broken. Noted. I don't trust anything. Whoa! Relax, woman. Over there. Oh! Oh my god. Stop. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. No, 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 no! I'm sorry, it's so mean, and I never knew that until now.
What was that?
I never knew that until now, that when the wraith goes inside the painting, she gets all of her health back. I'm not sure I like that. I'm not a fan. I am definitely not a
Iris was supposed
fan.
to be here.
Well, Iris is here, but I don't think she's in a livable state anymore, Geralt.
Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
So nobody was there to bury her. How did she die?
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
Oh. And why are you helping us?
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies.
Surprised?
No, not at all.
Iris's wrath. What was it born of?
Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everec has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
We need to talk to Iris's ghost.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Good dog.
Oh, Geralt, really? Let's go upstairs one more time. Because I kind of want to show you the selection of items you actually use while burying Iris. Obviously, we found the ornate brush in the last episode. We have Portrait of Iris and
Lovely
Olgierd.
couple.
And we also have the sketchbook from earlier in this episode. All of that combined allows us to kind of select something to, well, you'll see, lay on her grave. Go down. The front garden, she spent a lot of time there.
She liked to sit here, but this is not a good place for a grave.
I suspected
Too close
as
to the
much.
house.
I'll keep searching.
Iris von Everec adored flowers.
But she would never want to destroy them.
All right, I'll dig the grave somewhere else.
I think this is a fair enough thought.
This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everec have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death, worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that.
Well then. I didn't know Iris von Everec. True. Iris von Everec was a talented painter. Iris was Olgierd von Everec's wife. She was a talented painter, and we know that because the Van Bro that we bought was actually painted by her, and we did read, I think somewhere in one of the documents, that that was her like artist name, that was her go-to name as a painter, and she really was talented.
Can't say much about Iris von Everec, but I do know I like her paintings. It's a shame her art couldn't bring her greater comfort. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death.
Place her sketchpad on the grave. Place the painting of Iris and Olgierd on the grave. And place ornamented hairbrush on the grave. First off, do you two got anything to add?
You two, got any last words for your mistress?
We don't partake in human rituals.
Trusting that what you've done is in keeping with your customs.
Well, in that case, I think the best thing to add to her grave would be her sketchpad.
Your name's inscribed in this sketchbook. Perhaps you'd like it to be buried with you.
And now that that's done, let's try and summon her.
The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself. Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you... Should I follow you? All right. What is this place?
The Painted World. The work of Iris von Everec.
How'd you two get in here?
We exist in both worlds at once.
Tell us more about this place.
Strange place.
One born of Iris von Everec's dreams.
It existed only in her mind while she lived. In death, it gained substance.
Pretty fantastic tale. Hard as hell to believe.
Yet you'd best believe it, and be on your guard. The Painted World is rife with danger.
Where did Iris go?
All right, this is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Easy to say.
Well then. Painted World. That's the gazebo from earlier.
Specters of Olgierd and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete, blurred. You must peer closely and restore it.
Okay. Have the spirit from the step.
The spirit from the steppe. Read often, well worn.
Might man yet learn his neck to bend? Ah, behold how that noble race doth year by year its birthright rend, its promised land fast lay to waste. Hearts grow cold, brothers spurn. The rich grow fat while poor grow thin. Some hoard bread, others can buy yearn, then rise en masse and slay their kin. Taste ye now my missive's fruit, feed on them, O heartless brutes. This world you've bit, with cruel-tipped fangs, your dark crime's venoms now through it seeps. Above God's wrath in wild clouds hangs, and cleansing storms soon to unleash. Man, a riddle stuck in the steep. A grub and wrapped in spittle beneath the tumult of raging skies, waits and grows little by little, till at last a bright ray it spies, spreads the wing, and away it flies. May this though with man endure, may we ever in heart recall this merry creature, winged and pure, and how it started, so strange, so small. Whoever seeks from flesh a cure, to skies above doth plead and call, May in this soul or tale hope stir. Painter's
Painting
palette.
Pieces
Teapot.
of tableware for an afternoon tea or breakfast.
Well, obviously, Olgierd here holds the book. So we will select that.
Perfect match.
And then Iris probably uses her painter's palette.
Perfect match.
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. Even better. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think? Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
So Olgierd's growing distant. By the looks of it. Not exactly what Iris wants, apparently. No. There we go. More of these bees.
What is that? Another memory?
No, a nightmare.
A fear embodied, which sooner or later you will have to confront.
Oh dear. Still a dream and nightmare filled world. Spectre. In the form of giant ass spiders, of course.
Another memory.
Okay, we have a
Wine
glass.
cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding.
Have a bouquet of
Kind of decorations
flowers.
for a special occasion.
And we have a wedding
Wedding
veil.
veil.
Olgierd's holding a cup, meaning Iris probably
Perfect
needs a
match.
cup too.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
I shall see what I can do.
No.
But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
At least Iris and I are on the same page about the spiders. It's just way 8 legs too many.
Ah, damn it all.
Okay. Anybody
Same
else?
figure.
Oh, up there. Okay. There too now.
Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too. Just a little different than the painting. Castel Ravello. A Toussaint wine. Expensive.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't ignite that just yet. Yeah, we need to examine this painting. So the two candelabras, no, not the candelabras, the candlesticks closest to the family and the fireplace are lit. Good to know. This.
Fire was burning in the painting. Still something missing though. Candles also need lighting. Seen this hairbrush. It was in bad shape in the real world. Candles also need lighting.
This one and this one. Is there anything else? No.
My darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We've brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd,
Olgierd.
now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
Come on! So let's follow him. Don't like this place.
Go upstairs now.
The
Here.
bedchamber.
Let's see what we have. A bloody
Towel stained
towel.
with blood.
Else? Nightgown.
A nightshirt. Never worn, I think.
And he's washing his hands in a basin.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvelous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Another blurred memory.
See here. A glass. A
Fresh.
purple.
As if someone just rinsed it.
And we also have this. Okay, so I guess fruit bowl
She painted Olgierd, but the details are off. Living tableau's missing something. Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Okay, so let's place the apples. Need the apples on the right.
This goes here.
Then we have the grapes, who need to go to the left.
Fits, I think.
And we need the goblet to go in the middle.
Maybe on this side. Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless.
Oh my
I can
god.
tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
How many are there? Oh.
Master von Everecs' study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Arcane arts, eh?
Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them. Then I can set out the candles. Beeswax candles.
Blood pacts or on foreign
Blood
presences.
pacts, or on foreign presences. A tome about parleying with demons.
Oh. Whosoever summons a visitant into a realm risks much, whether flickering as a spirit in the ether or inhabiting the flesh of a designated host. The visitant shall strive to attain its liberty, and if it does, it shall wreak great havoc. Thus a visitant must be summoned only within a protective circle which shall bind it as to no fetters could. The circle must be complete and eternal with no ruptures. Its line must be drawn with a steady hand firmly gripping the chalk. Since a stray step made through carelessness or the visitant's trickery can smudge the line, the circle must be further secured by a barrier in the form of lit candles made of beeswax. The circle thus protected shall stand as a sure and inescapable prison for the visitant.
Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter. Blood? For some kind of magic, I bet. Chalk.
Between
The gates of
worlds.
mystery. Between worlds? The library of an occultist.
Of all the beings inhabiting the outer spheres, the spirits of the elementals are the most foreign to human nature. They possess a will of their own and are intelligent, though not in the way of men, for there is no way to fathom their drives and intentions. Genies, the most powerful of the elemental spirits, prove the most difficult for the men to commune with. Only the true masters of magic have perfected this art, which demands long years of study and risky experiments. Yet even the most adept at the magic arts cannot tame a genie, merely force it to perform certain acts against its own volition. They say the mage Stammerfold once commanded a Dao to move a mountain blocking the view from his tower, but even he could never convince a genie to be a willing helpmate in his work or to give sound advice, for the reasoning of these creatures is beyond human understanding. Well then, let's examine this little guy.
Black magic.
Black magic is never
That should
good.
do it. Now for the candles.
Let's place the candles on the circles surrounding the pentagram.
How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace. Udiano feos. Soba camisa iada. Soba camisa e barasas. What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Painting? Painting!
Damn it. Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter. Get inside.
Follow the figure.
Olgierd, Iris, and her father.
A mug.
Dear tankard, but there was vodka in it. So this
Right.
is when he started smoking. Drained to the last drop.
So we definitely give the mug to
So that's how he
Olgierd.
whiled away the long winter evenings.
What else is there? Marriage contract.
Marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd.
Prenuptial agreement. We, the undersigned, Iris Beloveds and Olgierd von Everec, have agreed to seal our love in a marital contract and to bind ourselves to certain covenants. Let this document stand as an oath before the gods and all that we hold holy, that, till death do us part, we shall treat one another with mutual respect and give due hearing to each other's requests and opinions. If separation shall come, we shall each retain all property, both movable and immovable, which we brought into the marriage, and additionally each shall keep any presents given by the other during the duration of the marriage. The income which each receives, each shall spend as he or she sees fit, with all costs related to the maintenance and upkeep of mutual possessions being divided equally between the parties. And probably a lot more things, signed Iris Belovitz and Olgierd von Everec.
Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed. that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Oh.
Father! Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Oh, Olgierd, what have you done?
Then von Everecs ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
Ladder.
You do the rest.
A large clay bowl. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? Claw scratches.
Now let's put the small bowl
There
by
we
the
go.
cat.
Single place setting. No others on the table.
Large bowl for the
I think
dog.
this was yours.
And a food
Perfect
tray.
match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
Well then. Are we allowed to... Okay. We're not, but they are replenished anyway. And let's just put up this. Iris von Everett's greatest fear.
My dearest wife. Letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade. Especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
This is what nightmares are made of. Let's cast Quen.
Fail. Will not be back. Gonna hang your head from my saddle.
That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher. A Witcher shall see. The skies win. As lifeless and boring as a boulder at the roadside. Goodbye, Geralt.
And last but not least,
How you like that silver?
you.
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
We've met before.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met? I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
We've come for the rose Olgierd gave you.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Well, above everything, your husband has a powerful enemy.
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
He pretends to be happy but isn't.
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
The rose. It's more than a memento, isn't it?
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Can't you give us the rose, but we can't take it either. She made herself a nice world, but that world is filled with sadness. At the same time, and she doesn't want to suffer either. But at the same time, she fears there will be cold and darkness. I feel so sad for her is the thing. I want to make it better for her, but it's a tough decision. She shouldn't suffer. Even if there is cold and darkness, that's still better than suffering. And dealing with memories that only bring pain.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
The canvas is completely empty. Oh dear. Whatsoever a man soweth. Do you believe? Oh, we don't have any other quests. Need to meet Olgierd's man at the alchemy inn. So it's very ominous. Very ominous, in fact. Miller seeks apprentice. That's good to know. But I don't know, we have a couple of loose ends still, considering Shawnee also. I think we needed to talk to Shawnee too. So you know what? I think we will leave this episode at that. We did the scenes from a marriage, as ominous and as sad as it was. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We are ending on a bit of a depressing note, but here's hoping that we can still help Olgierd, if nothing else. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also tickle that little notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new episode. And other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!